Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've been thinking about making a video about this for about a week or so now. It's really aggravated me. Me and my family were out, my wife and kids, about a week and a half ago. We're out and about looking at property, thinking about selling this house and maybe moving to something a little bigger. We were out looking, and we go to this subdivision. That's a nicer subdivision. I'd say houses in the $300,000 range. We go in and look. There's I don't know, like 4 houses for sale in this subdivision. We go in and we're driving around the subdivision. There's one way in, one way out. We go in and we are looking at these lots, trying to determine if we like them or not. When you go in, you have an interstate kind of close behind you and a little lesser highway in the front. And we were sitting there trying to decide if the highway noise and everything else was going to be a nuisance if we bought a house there. So we stopped, we got our windows down, and we're just kind of hanging out, looking, listening, trying to make up our minds if maybe this is a possibility. So we do what we're going to do, and we drive through the rest of the subdivision fairly slow. Like I said, there's only one way in, one way out. So we go down to the end of the road. There's a cul-de-sac. We go down there. We stop at the lots at the end of the cul-de-sac. We look at those, discussing how we thought maybe it'd be a little bit nicer to be up against this little lesser highway rather than the interstate that's behind. So apparently, while we're there, one of the houses that is already built, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if we scared him, spooked him, whatever. We come back by, and this guy is standing in his driveway with a gun in his hand. So I guess he was trying to scare people off. Maybe they've been having thefts in the area. Maybe they've been, I don't know. Regardless, we come back by, and this guy is standing in the driveway with a gun in his hand. So me being me, which was probably the dumb thing to do with my family in the car, I rolled my window down and I had to say something, which in turn escalated. The guy comes towards the vehicle with the gun in his hand still. So there was a little back and forth between me and this guy, and me thinking that my kids are in the car, my wife's in the car, probably not the best idea. So we leave. And I take my family home, and on the way, my blood's boiling. I can't not take it. So we come home, and I change vehicles, and I go back to this guy's house. And while I'm there, I get the guy. He does come back out. This time he does not have a gun in his hand, but he does come back out. And in that moment, it felt like the right thing to do. Obviously it was not. We had yet another exchange, and it left with me leaving kind of in a hurry. Like I said some things I probably shouldn't have, so he was trying to get my license plate number. So I did what I did, and I got out of there. My question is to everyone else: was he in the wrong? Was I in the wrong? We were there looking at property for sale that, it is on a little street. It is a subdivision, so I guess legally, therefore, it is a private street. But there is land in there for sale. So what I am trying to figure out, I guess for my own sake, is who was in the wrong. Now, I support this guy in his right to bear arms because I also have firearms. I understand his right, which he kept claiming that he had his conceal and carry, which honestly I don't think it matters in the state of Missouri anyway, because they have constitutional carry. But I get having a firearm on you in case something happens. I completely understand that, and that was my argument to him, is he should have had that concealed and not had it out at the very beginning before anything had even transpired. Especially with kids in the car, that just, man, that angered me so bad. Was I an idiot going back? Yeah, absolutely. But at that point in time, my blood was, can't even talk, I'm so mad now. So, I guess my question is, how do you guys see this? Would you have come out with a gun in your hand if you lived in a subdivision and there were lots for sale? Now, mind you, this was on a Sunday afternoon, like 3 o'clock. Now, we were in my wife's vehicle and she has a bright orange Ram 1500. We are not being inconspicuous. I mean, there is nothing more that says, look at me, than a bright ass orange truck. So, would you have come out with a gun? Would you have come out maybe just in your driveway to observe what's going on? I don't know. I guess what I'm looking for is just to open the discussion of, I guess, what is right and what is wrong when handling firearms. Because to me, that was a little over the top. Now, does it get the point across of, hey, don't mess with me? Absolutely. But where he messed up is, for me, this guy has now made an enemy for life. If I see him out, obviously I'm going to be just as ignorant and as rude as I can, which probably isn't the best thing to do, but I'm so aggravated I can't even see straight. So leave a comment below if you have any topics to discuss on this. I guess you could share it just to get as many out there, as many views as possible. Give me your opinion. I want to know. Obviously, I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to do anything. I've got a wife, kids. I've got to protect that. But just curious. Leave a comment below. Share this with your friends. Get the topic going. And I guess I'll see you next time, hopefully with a new update on the car instead of ignorant stuff like this. So until next time, have a great day.